morning. I'm currently sat just in front of the church here at Bury, it's just behind me there. I've just come that way from Warboys down this road, and I'm heading down there. Gonna head down there and then round the corner and up to Ramsey. So today I'm heading up to just kind of nudging the southern outskirts of Peterborough. So I'm going to go up from here up to Ramsey, up through Ramsey St Mary's, up to Pondersbridge, turn up towards Peterborough, kind of skirt, as I said, skirt the southern part of Peterborough, so I don't know, it's not really going to take me too far into the city. Then head out and head down towards Yaxley, turn out towards Glatton. I'm trying to remember where I'm going, and then from Glatton through to Winwick, so it'll pick up the road that we were on one of the other rides. So yeah, from Winwick down to Alconbury, up Vinegar Hill, up to Abbots Ripton, down to Ripton, Broughton, and then back to Warboys. So I think it's about 54 miles. As you can probably hear, the roads, I think it's about 6:15 in the morning, so it's another early start, and the roads are getting really busy at the moment, so I'm not going to hang around too much here. Let's get on to Ramsey, or let's get through Ramsey, and I'll catch you again probably on the bridge, and this time it is the same bridge, or one of the same bridges that I've been on before. So I'll get through to that bridge and I'll catch up with you again there. So I'll see you in a bit. So I've just got to the bridge at Ramsey 40 foot. That's the 40-foot drain. This is actually Ramsey St Mary's. I'm heading up that way, which is, you can't really see it. It's actually a bit misty up there, to be honest. So yeah, heading up that way to Whittlesea and sort of Pondersbridge direction. I think I actually go through Pondersbridge as opposed to Whittlesea. The roads, compared to when I was here the other day, which admittedly was a Sunday, it was really quiet. The roads are starting to get really busy now, but I think once I get up to Pondersbridge, I'll kind of get off the main roads anyway, so, and hopefully the rush hour will be kind of, the traffic will be significantly reduced by then. So yeah, so I'm going to be heading down there. It's another one, looking on the map, I haven't ridden all the way down there before, but looking on the map, it's one of these typical fen roads that goes on for miles and miles and miles. So I'll be heading up there where this lorry's about to go, so excuse the noise. So yeah, straight down there for quite a few miles, and then heading out over that way. So Peterborough is kind of over that way, and then I'm going to be cutting back down here and then heading down through Glatton and kind of coming back along that way. It's sort of trying to think, I've lost where I am. Through Alconbury and Abbots Ripton and Ripton. So I will get back on the bike and I will see you in a bit. I'll see you in a bit. Bike's this way. So I've just got to Yaxley, just come down from that way, and I'm heading down the road there. So I'm now not really sure where I'm going now, to be honest. Well, I'm going down that way, but I've just come through Peterborough, which wasn't massively pleasant. Not that I've got anything wrong with Peterborough, but the area I went through, I didn't really want to stop, and as is usually the case, I took a wrong turning. So I did actually have to stop underneath a flyover, which I can only think was either the A1 or the A14. I think it was probably the A1 going sort of past Peterborough. Kind of pacing around a bit because I desperately need a wee, so I'm going to have to stop down here. But so yeah, going well at the moment. I'll stop a little bit further down here and catch up with you in a bit. See you in a bit. So I'm just on the road down from Yaxley, which is behind me there, and I'm heading this way down to Holme, which is not home as in where I live, home as in Holme, and it's actually where on the, I can't remember which route it was, the Ramsey route I think, where I saw the red kite in the middle of the road. So but anyway, I've just passed, I don't know if you can see it behind me, just kind of over there, I've just passed a field of onions. Absolutely stinks of onions. I took some pictures, so hopefully you'd have seen some pictures, or I'll put some pictures up in a bit. Yeah, it's bonkers. I kind of come down the hill from Yaxley and I thought, God, it smells really nice. It smelt of kind of, not really strong onions, but it smelled, it's probably because I'm a bit hungry, but it started to smell really good. And then yeah, just come around the bend there and there's just rows and rows of onions. I guess they're just waiting to be picked up by the farmer. But yeah, I don't know. But I mean, it has been, it's been a bit of a kind of assault on the senses, this ride anyway, because coming up through Ramsey, I'm sure I could smell chocolate, and then a bit further up near Pondersbridge I could smell coal, and there's certainly no coal mines or coal fields around this way. So yeah, it's real, either that or my nose is just hypersensitive at the moment. I don't know, but I mean, I can just smell fresh air at the moment. It actually smells quite damp in the air, and it's not forecast to rain today. It actually feels quite fresh, which is why I've still got the coat on, although I am starting to get a little bit warm. But the sun's kind of up there, behind quite a thick blanket of cloud. But having said that, there's some blue sky up that way. I don't know if you can, let me put my head down and if you can see that up there, but and I think it is, I mean, it's just coming up for 8 o'clock, and according to the weather, I think around sort of 9-10ish it's supposed to be quite sunny anyway. So I am hoping that some of this cloud kind of rolls away, burns off, whatever you want to call it. But it has up to now, certainly, because I was heading out, I'm heading sort of southeast now, and I was heading sort of northwest. So over to the east there was an amazing sunrise certainly when I left home this morning, and then coming up over up towards Ramsey, and certainly the other side of Ramsey, the sun sort of poking through the clouds looks stunning, absolutely stunning. And I'm hoping you'll have seen, if I manage to edit it okay and get it on, but I'm hoping you'll have seen the picture of the waterway. I think it was just a drainage ditch. I don't particularly think it was a river, but it was stunning, absolutely stunning. There was I mean, it couldn't, from a photographic perspective, it couldn't have been set up even more. The clouds were brilliant, the sun was just poking through. There was some, like a wind farm on the river, or the water course, kind of led down, kind of led your eye through the picture. And in the bottom left corner there was an old boat, like an old rowing boat that somebody had left there. So yeah, it was just like the perfect shot. I mean, it didn't help that I was kind of stood quite precariously on the bridge trying to get the shot, and some utter dick in a white van, as he went past, beeped his horn. So I actually need to drop my phone, but still, I guess you can't help the fact that there's utter dicks in the world that would do that kind of thing. It obviously made his day. He probably thought it was funny, and he'll probably be telling all his mates about it today, so yeah, that's fine. But anyway, so I'm heading down this road, heading down to Holme. I think it goes through Glatton then, and then heads down to Winwick. I'll probably stop at Winwick before dropping down to Alconbury Weston, Abbots Ripton, and then Ripton, Broughton and Holme. Oh blimey, look, it's getting brighter. The sun looks like it's trying to burn through. So I will put you back on, I might actually put you on stem cam at the moment, because this is a fairly decent bit of road, and from what I remember of the roads around this way, they are quite good. So I'll put you on stem cam and I'll see you in a bit. So I've just got off the road out of Glatton, just come up that hill back there, and I've turned left onto this really gnarly chewed up old road. This is the same one that I was on a few weeks ago. Obviously the bonus of riding down it now is that I know where it comes out, whereas before I was a little concerned that I was just going to end up having to turn around and kind of backtrack. But this, oh god, this bloody hell, this road surface is absolute bullshit. It's really bad. Certainly, I mean, it'd be alright on a mountain bike, you could come bombing along here on a mountain bike, but you know, not on this. And to kind of add to the road conditions, it's just started to rain. So contrary to what I said back there, that it's not forecast and the sun would be out, the sun isn't out and it's starting to piss down. But still a good ride. You know, oh, bloody hell, onwards and upwards. This is really poor, this road condition. So yeah, so this road now, or this route, follows the same way back that I took on the Ramsey ride. So I'm now heading down this way. I'll go up past that converted windmill on the left, through Winwick, and then head down, kind of skirt around Buckworth, down to Alconbury, up the hill, and pretty much home from there through Broughton, and then up to Warboys. This is shit, this weather. But, I mean, obviously it's nice to be out. It's always nice to be out on the bike, and it's, you know, it's a massive contrast to what it was the last time I was down here, because it was about 30 degrees, clear blue sky, and it was probably only about 2 weeks ago. So anyway, I'm getting back onto this kind of broken up section, so I'll see you a bit further up the road. I'll catch you in a bit. So I'm just, oh, bloody hell, right, I'm just off that utter piece of crap that is a road back there. That really is appalling, but it's a bit smoother now, so we're going to head over the crossroads down here, head down towards Winwick, probably stop and put the GoPro on charge for a little bit, have a quick drink and then carry on. But I'm starting to get a bit wet now. I haven't got mud guards on this bike, so I've got kind of wet legs and a wet arse crack as well, which this time isn't age related. The brakes are a little bit noisy as well with all this water and crap off that road. So anyway, I'm heading down this way, and I will see you probably at Winwick Church. I'll see you in a bit. So I've just got to Winwick, back at the church. It's hard to believe that probably about 2 weeks ago I stopped just over there and it was absolutely baking sunshine, about 30 degrees, really hot day. But I mean, it's not really cold. I mean, I'm kind of feeling it at the moment because I'm a bit wet, but it's not, you know, the ambient temperature isn't that cold and there's no wind anyway, so but it's not been too bad. But so yeah, so it's been a good ride so far. Pretty much on the home stretch now. We're going to head down that way there, down towards, that's Kimbolton Road, so head down towards Kimbolton and kind of around Buckworth, and then go down towards Alconbury Weston, so we'll head down that way and then pick up the road from there up towards Abbots Ripton, and then up up Alconbury Hill to Abbots Ripton, and then through to King's Ripton, and then Broughton, and then home. So I need to put this camera on charge, or at least put a new battery in it, or a different battery in it soon, because the batteries are getting really low. So yeah, I will leave you a view of the church and the village, and I will see you probably at Alconbury somewhere, maybe, I don't know, Alconbury, say Vinegar Hill. Let's get up there together. So I will see you in a bit. Oh, hello. Hello, you. Hello. Hey. Oh, see? You're having a sniff of the bike. You can't eat it, mate. You can't eat the bike. No. Right, see you in a bit. So I'm just coming out Alconbury Weston. I'm on Vinegar Hill. You've seen, you've been up here with me before. It's that kind of false summit where it bends up round the corner. Just noticed I've got horsehair all over my gloves from the three amigos back there, but that was a nice little interlude. They were a little bit shy to begin with. I think they thought I might have had some polo mints, but unfortunately I didn't have anything to give them. But at least one of them was reasonably friendly. But yeah, I've got hairy gloves now. So, but yeah, just plodding up this hill. It's actually starting to rain again, which isn't good. And it is kind of contrary to what, as I said, what was forecast earlier on the news for today. But it's been a good ride. I'll definitely do it again. Some good roads, there's some bumpy sections, and obviously that really gnarly bit coming up to Winwick, which wasn't particularly pleasant, but kind of back on known roads now. So go up here over the A1 and then down and round to King's Ripton, and then turn left into Abbots Ripton, right into Broughton, up that kind of twisty road onto the main Huntingdon to Warboys road, and then down into Warboys and kind of back where we started really. Go past the clock tower and then home. God, that never gets any easier. The amount of times I've ridden up that, you'd think I'd be used to it by now. But no, aside from the rain, it has been good. Fortunately, it hasn't been windy, as you know, those roads go out into miles and miles of nothing. It's as flat as anything around there, which does usually mean that it's, you know, a slight little wind and it's like a tornado. So I was a bit concerned actually coming out of Ramsey when I saw the wind turbines spinning round. So I thought it might have been a bit windier than it was, but it was actually all right. Oh, right. So you can probably hear that I'm very near to the A1 now. Rain's getting a bit heavier. I mean, you can hear the spray on the motorway. So I will leave you here. I'll probably put you back on chest cam for the moment, just for a bit more stability, because I put a longer arm on the stem and it's kind of bouncing around a little bit, so I don't know how that's going to come out, but I will. Yeah, it's the A1, that way down to London, that way up to north. Right, I shall see you in a bit, and just seen that Mrs. B's just texted me, so I might have a quick chat to her. So I'll see you in a bit. See you later.
Let the rain fall on me. Don't let the snow come down. Don't let these clouds surround me. Make this storm clear now.
Little kind of twisty road that goes from Broughton. There's a slight climb here. Well, I'll say climb, it's a little bump in the road, but this joins up to the main Huntingdon to Warboys road. So Huntingdon's down that way, Warboys is over there. So I've just gone over 50 miles. As you can see, it's bone dry here. The sun's probably going to be out soon. The clouds are breaking up, but that at Alconbury was bloody awful. It was like autumn. Really dark. I was absolutely soaked. I mean, my shorts are still quite wet now, gloves are soaking. But yeah, it wasn't particularly pleasant at all. And it was actually getting quite cold. You know, as the cars were going past, I was getting covered in crap from the cars. I have warmed up a bit now, but yeah, it wasn't nice. So I'm going to get to the end of the road here, get to the junction, probably put you on chest cam, because that stem cam, or the stem that I put on the extender, I'm really not that fussed with it. It's bouncing around like anything, so I don't know what the footage is going to be like, but so I'll put you back on chest cam, and then we'll just have the run in through Warboys and home. So I will see you with a nice hot cappuccino. I'll see you in a bit. So I'm back. You can see I've just got a coffee. The ride was just under 53 miles, so it's 52.96 miles. was really good, if a little wet. Wasn't too bad. It was kind of drizzly. It was just the worst bit was coming back through Alconbury. There's a lot of spray coming up off the road. It was quite a busy road, that one, and I was just absolutely soaked. So yeah, it wasn't particularly pleasant when you're kind of riding in those conditions. As I said earlier, it really felt autumnal, but it's still quite warm. So yeah, so as is normal, I'm gonna have a coffee, have a quick bite to eat, and then I will go through the route as I normally do. So I will cut to that now. Oi, I don't think so, mate. So just looking at today's route, so we started in Warboys, just there, and then headed up up to Bury, so kind of headed up that way, stopped at the church, which was around there you go, just there. So stopped there, carried on, and then headed north up to Ramsey. So, and then, so Ramsey's there, then carried all the way along, stopped at the bridge at Ramsey St Mary, which is there, above that, just over that watercourse, and then got on that real straight road all the way up to Pondersbridge. So I went to Pondersbridge there, where I turned left, and then headed out along up to the lower reaches of Peterborough. So it's actually kind of went up to an area called Stanground. I don't really know Peterborough that well, but kind of come through here, took a slight wrong turn in there. So under the, it wasn't actually the A1. I thought it might have been the A1, but it wasn't. It was just one of the kind of ring roads. I think it is the ring road in Peterborough. So kind of started going up that route, but then turned around and got on the right route. Came along here, dropped down south and started heading south down towards Yaxley. So headed down through Hampton. This is heading down towards Norman Cross. So the A1's actually over here. So rather than go down to Norman Cross, which is there, I actually turned off there and went into Yaxley. So I stopped there at the church. Headed down here. This is where the field of onions was, along here. So carried on all the way down this long road here, and then turned a right into Holme, and then carried on through Glatton, and then that there is the start of that crappy old road. So I turned left onto that. I should probably really have gone straight on and gone down into Winwick that way, but so I came along here, came into Winwick, stopped at the church, then got back on down towards, heading down towards Old Weston, but then turned off. So started heading east again, down to Alconbury. So got to here and then turned left up to Alconbury, which is here, and then up Vinegar Hill over the A1, and then carried on up to and around to Abbots Ripton, and then took a left and went down through King's Ripton, and then right at the crossroads down to Broughton, round through the little village, up onto the A414, A141. The A414 is down in Hertfordshire. So yeah, so along the 141 and then cut in and cut back to Warboys and home. So numbers wise, it was 52.96 miles, a riding time of 3 hours 52 minutes, average speed of 13.7, so I really wasn't sort of breaking a neck to get round, and an elevation gain of 327 metres, so it's probably just over 1,000 feet. So yeah, it's a really good ride. So I don't know when I'll be back out on the bike because I'm away this weekend, but so it probably won't be till the end of next week. I need to clean it first because of all that rain and all the crap that was being slung about everywhere. It's pretty filthy at the moment, so I'll give it a bit of wash and then think about where to go next. Probably map a few more routes, but as I've said before, wherever I go, I'll be sure to take you with me. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.